Dural.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Tarajan Carston, Trerosilyn, Carston, Carston.
Okay, and your relationship to this young man here?
He's my son.
Okay.
My son.
All right, and what's his name?
His name is Destin Dureya.
And can you spell his name, please?
Destyn, Dureya, Dural.
Okay, and your name?
Ayana. It's Ayana Norris, Ayahana, last name Norri.
Okay, and your relationship?
Yes,
Okay, and y'all don't ever have to look at the camera at all. Y'all can just look at me, so everything. Yeah.
look, I was like, oh.
Yeah, y'all don't have to worry about the camera at all.
Okay.
So I saw the video. Obviously, y'all are parents. You guys got your kid in the school to go there and learn, and you trusted that the child would be in good hands. First of all, let's just talk a little bit about your son. He's in a special education program.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the things that he's dealing with on a regular basis.
Well, he's in a special ed. He has an IEP plan. He has a learning disability and speech development. At the age of 3, he was diagnosed with a speech impairment. At the age of 3, he was diagnosed with Hydrocephalus because he had 90% of water on his brain. Learning his speech, so he in therapy. He get pulled out for these classes because of his disabilities, and that teacher was a specific teacher to pull him out for the time he's had for those specific subjects that he need time in.
And he also has he had surgery in his brain.
Shunt.
Yeah, talk a little bit about the purpose of that and what that does.
Well, if you can see here, he has it looks like a vein, but it's not a vein. It's actually a tube that's running from under his ear where they put a VP shunt. The tube, it drains water from his head to his stomach. He has a cut here as well where the tube is leading from the head to the stomach. When he was at the age of 1, he was complaining of headaches. And at the age of 3, we found out that he had 90% of water on his brain. So he had to have immediately brain surgery.
So his brain is more fragile than technically than a normal child.
A normal child, yes.
Without that. So it's even more the reason why his head should not be tampered with or hit or anything like that.
Correct.
And so when you sent your child to school earlier this month, how did you find out something went really, really wrong?
Well, the principal ended up calling my phone at about 3:40 p.m. when the school day was over, telling me they had an incident today. There was an investigating teacher was accused of pushing my child to the chair. But she said it was only an allegation, so that's a little more into it. She called me at 3:45. My son gets home. He tells me everything that happened. He was adamant. It happened at 8:50. So I'm like, 8:50. He thought I closed his computer at 8:50. I'm like, 8:50. They called me at 3:45. The next morning, I went up to the school. I was showing a piece of clip that said, then she told me she was going to have to look at all angles, but I was confused. Me and his father was confused because what we were showing, it didn't match what my son was saying. He said he'd seen himself fall on the ground, and we were showing a piece of clip where he didn't fall. So we was like, is he exaggerating? No, he wasn't. And that's when I'm like, what are the angles? But they claimed that they have all angles, but they had all angles because when it happened, I put my son in the office and show him all angles. That when it happened that Tuesday.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, do you remember what happened to you? Do you want to talk about it? Because did it make you sad? What happened? I saw you were just sitting next to your teacher, and then all of a sudden it looks like he touched you in the head. He hit you in the head.
I was sitting down, and I was tapping the pencil. He told me to stop.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Because he's talked so low, so I want to make sure we don't have to make him.
We're getting the microphone.
It wasn't
He
in the
hit
head.
his head when he fell.
Oh, he hit his. Okay. I'm sorry about that. What happened, buddy?
I was sitting down, and then I was tapping the pencil. He told me to stop, and I didn't stop. And he said, I guess you want to get pushed out of the chair. And then he pushed me out of the chair, and I fell and hit my head on the chair behind him.
How did that make you feel knowing that you were just tapping a pencil? You weren't like fighting anyone. You weren't cursing anybody. Even if you were doing all those things, he's not supposed to push you. How did you feel when he did that?
Just mad. I was mad because been doing that to me since January.
Oh, so he always pushes you? Did y'all know that this was not the first time? It's okay. You're not gonna get him no more because I'm gonna put this back over here. Sorry. I know y'all just saw.
No, you guys.
I know y'all saw what happened on that day, but did you know that he always pushes y'all?
No, we didn't know anything until
The incident.
the incident happened. We found out that he'd been doing that to him and one of his friends, Elijah. That it been going on.
The most scary part, or the scariest part, is probably the fact that he hit his head too.
Right, right.
And we know that he has all of this going on. How did that make you feel as a father, knowing that this guy pushed your son out the chair and he hit his head?
I feel like any father would feel, as a grown man, bursting up to your child and especially putting their hands on him. That's not right at all.
What do you want now to happen? I reached out to the school, the communication, they're working on a statement for me, but from what I understand is that the teacher still works there as we speak.
From what I understand, he was dismissed the Friday we had the meeting with the Cyfair police and the principal. They claimed they walked him off the campus after we left.
Okay.
That was mine. Did you see him on campus or anywhere else?
You have a new teacher now?
He actually have not been getting his time for his IEP plan. He's supposed to get his time for his IEP plan, and he was the teacher that pulled him out for the 30 minutes here or 30 minutes there. Since that incident happened, he has not been getting his IEP plan time.
So for people who might not understand that, would it be fair to say that he's not receiving all of the lessons and the care that he's supposed to receive, since there hasn't been a replacement for that teacher? So now he's kind of suffering in terms of his education.
Correct. And I was told that they found somebody, and I asked him every day, have you been getting pulled out for your time? No. So, and the teacher, his name was Hakeem Hector, as I'm known, but when I looked him up on the Cyfair district, he wasn't on there. They claimed he was a long-term sub. So I went up to the district website and I made the principal aware, hey, look what I have of the site. Long-term substitute teachers, any aggressiveness, pushing, touching, shoving, anything, immediate dismissal. Oh, I didn't know that, Miss Carson. But how? And you, the main principal of this elementary school.
But they said that they didn't know that he was supposed to be dismissed immediately?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. What do y'all want to happen? Because I mean, I can just feel the frustration coming from y'all, and y'all are really being very calm.
Trying to be calm.
Trying to be calm about it.
Trying to be calm.
This is your son, and who knows what kind of damage was caused in the long run, right?
Correct.
So what do you want to happen?
Everything, because he's not a certified teacher for one. You're hiring non-certified teachers. He's supposed to be with a certified teacher in his area at all times. You didn't have that. You're not trained because you lost your composure because a 10-year-old fifth grader was tapping a pencil. Did you bring it up to my child?
And when we was showing the video, it's kind of, we kind of felt like, as you watch the video, I mean, it don't take a rocket science to see what happened. So it kind of felt like they were taking up for the staff. Like y'all didn't want it to be that, but y'all see what's going on. So that's kind of like a concern, because why would y'all take up for something that y'all can see is not right?
If he hadn't hit his head this time, who knows how many more times? How many times do you estimate he pushed, how many times do you think he pushed you in your whole life, would you say? 3 or 4, 3 times?
He pushed me in the hallway, going towards the elevator, and slapped me.
He slapped you too?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
And they defending the man.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to believe because he's telling them. So they're kind of putting it like, well, he just a kid.
This baby just said that he's been slapped.
Why is this teacher hitting you? Like that?
Why
that's not.
And what else did he say? What else did he
He
tell you?
got up and braced up to me and put his hand in my face, and then he said, you better stop playing with me.
And what about told you about the other stuff? About your dad?
He said, you can go call your dad. I'm not scared of your dad.
Mm.
And then,
Pass the mic to mom so mom can pass it to him so we can hear. Oh my God, bless this baby boy. This little boy just said that this teacher slapped him.
Talk about it clear. I'm gonna put into this section. Tell you everything that happened. What he told you when he was bracing up to you and stuff. Because we all seen how he braced up to you.
He said that you better stop pulling me, boy, and then he put his hand in my face, and then we just sat back down.
This is a grown man. How big is this dude? I mean, I saw that. I mean, he's a big dude. Like, he's a grown man. Why is he even pressing up on a kid? Did you feel? How did you feel? Is it scary? Was it scary to see?
We were scared. You were scared because you slammed the computer, right? You thought
I had to do something back.
Man, okay, you were scared.
You had to figure out a way to defend yourself against this grown man.
I was finna throw the computer, but
So
I'm glad you didn't throw.
Yes,
You didn't do anything wrong, man.
what you thought the computer did? You was in defense mode. That's why you want to do something. Why? Because you was that mad.
yep.
And he been asking to change schools ever since that happened. Change my school. Change my school.
Cause Dr. Stevens, he be saying that I'm gonna leave you on the Walmart floor and stuff, and he be threatening us. He be threatening the whole class that he's gonna leave us on the floor.
Okay.
Up until that point, was it a pretty good school? It seemed like there weren't really many issues.
No, I've been going there like 4 years.
It was fine.
Yeah, 4 years.
And it was, except for this teacher, really.
Yeah.
Do you think that the teacher should? You want to press charges? You think he should go to get arrested for this?
He shouldn't
Assault.
be working in no school, period. Like, why would y'all even have a grown man do this to a child and still have him work in school? That don't make sense.
It could be my child, any other child. What if they had a child that really went into defense mode and did something? You want to swing back? You was gonna swing back, and you was
Or a
already.
nonverbal child who can't speak up for themselves. That's unacceptable. Because the child wouldn't know what to do. You can't do that to no child.
And you may never know
Exactly.
because the child wouldn't be able to express themselves.
Exactly. And that's unsafe. And it's unacceptable.
And we all know how the world is today. So,
It's very disheartening to think you can have a teacher who's supposed to be there to live and protect your kids. They're there at school more than they are at home. You're supposed to be there to love on these kids and not be that way.
All right, I want to read you and get your reaction to the statement that the school district, Cyfair ISD, just sent about 1.5 minutes ago. I'm going to put the mic back on you. No, you can see it.
Okay.
This one because I want to hear if y'all feel it's if you're happy with the response or what y'all feel. Basically, they said, after learning about the incident, the substitute teacher was immediately removed from working with the student. The campus began investigating, and the parents were notified. The substitute teacher has since been removed from the campus.
That's a
He wasn't
lie.
immediately
He was not removed. That happened on February 6th, Tuesday. He was there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I personally saw him on Friday in the car ride line dropping my son off. I personally saw him and got out of the car and make sure, are you Hector, Hakeem Hector? He was like, yes. And I'm like, why you put your hands on my child? He was not removed immediately.
Well, it says to just to play devil's advocate. It says he was removed from working with your son.
That's
but
what
then
they
he was
claim.
later removed from the school altogether.
They claim he was on a thing called ICE where he's away from my child. But if you have allegations of you pushing a child, why are you still around all these other kids?
even if y'all watched the video, so for y'all to ignore that and still keep the man that, then it's a problem. You can't ignore something that's right in your face.
Other
I don't
kids.
care
'Cause
what.
he's not the only one. The other little boy in the video, he has been slapping on him too. So he was interviewed as well, and he gave his statement. Him and Destin have both been hit with this teacher, and they both have IEP plans.
And
But he didn't
they
slap-
claim that
he
the
didn't
two
slap him.
10-year-olds
He didn't
got
slap
together
him.
in cahoots.
Okay.
They claim 10-year-olds got together in cahoots to try to make a story.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
My son ain't raised like that.
They claim they didn't have all angles when
Yeah,
we
but
went
we saw.
Wednesday.
I saw him push. I have the video.
They claim it's
You
a
see
pencil.
the second video, if you watch the first video, it's his left arm extended, but he don't fall in the video. So if you watch both videos, the second video shows him falling, but his left arm is not moving.
They
don't
just,
make
I
sense.
guess my child just fell with the
That don't
wind.
make sense.
His,
Y'all are lying,
The air was a hell of a time.
right? And y'all not being honest. You know what I mean? Y'all really protecting a predator. Why would y'all protect somebody like that? That
you're
don't-
not there to teach
not
these
right.
kids and protect these kids at all. You're abusing these kids.
And it should be more vetting from the school if someone, for behavior wise, when it comes to being tested from a child.
If you
You
get
shouldn't
like,
be that quick to snap from a
Right.
child and you working in this industry.
And with special needs students, you there because they really need you there.
if somebody do what do you call it, professional video analyst? If they was to watch that, they would determine the same thing I'm saying.
I haven't was a technicist lady.
So y'all are gonna try to
So you have been getting a little time
In
when
the
it's
Spanish class,
in your homeroom class. They had a lady come.
yeah, and she would meet there in a month
When was this?
every day.
Since this week? Because I asked her last week.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be with her.
Okay, so this week you've been with her since this week. Okay, so I guess they try to pull another non-certified teacher to give him IEP time. I'm not sure, but
so he is getting some IP. So then what we'll focus on is just the physical.
Right.
That it doesn't matter. None of it else.
None of it matter.
Yeah, it's just physically.
Him touching my child
bracing up.
and y'all protecting it. Like and y'all protecting him is what really put fuel to the fire. Like why would y'all do that? That's
And
like,
say you were going to press charges and then turn around and say that you're not.
yeah, the cops.
That's the issue.
And so y'all are gonna try to pursue legal action
Oh
against.
yes,
course.
we can't handle it in our own hands, you know.
Yeah.
So we gonna.
All right. And I want to talk to Dr. Matthews. You can actually sit right there.
We posted the video twice, so go check that out. And we posted it from all angles. This video that we posted was from all angles, you guys. We showed the front, the side, and the back. This is from earlier's video.
And you were very upset when you sent it. You were like screaming at the top. Most disturbing part of this whole situation for you that made you so compelled to immediately reach out to the media.
Because when I seen the video and I seen that he pushed this child, and then point his finger at that kid like, you better not get up or you better not do something. First of all, let me tell you something. One thing that I don't play with elderly and I don't play with kids. And so what's going to happen, and I want Cyfair ISD to know, the handle of accountability is going to come to your doorstep because I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to play with your superintendent. I'm not going to play with your board members because what you're not going to do is sit up here and protect a known aggressor to children. You know, they did not handle their process correctly whatsoever. And I'm also going to be reaching out to the commissioner of CPS, and I'm going to be filing a complaint on the district, as well as I'm going to be filing a complaint on the the teacher. And then I'm also going to help assist the family throughout this process. And then we're going to start a grievance process too, so we can get this all the way up to TEA. Because see, this right here, you're not going to play with our kids, and you're not going to play with our black kids. This baby is in special ed. This is a baby that has traumatic issues, and you think it's okay, and you want to try to downplay it. So when mom them sent this to me, I was highly upset because don't nobody send their kids to school to get beat up. Don't nobody send their kids to school to get abused. Now, if they was doing this in the house, CPS would remove every kid in this house. You see what I'm saying? I own a foster adoption agency. I know this. This is what we do. But at the end of the day, Cyfair ISD, I'm coming.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
All right. Just
And folks, this is your girl Grizzy live here with the Hood News. Man, this is a video we posted. We posted twice today. Twice, not just once, twice. It's on our website too, www.grizzyhoodnews.com. Go check it out. We showed from all angles. It's not choppy. You can see what happened. And if you don't see what happened, then you just want to be blind.
I'm going to tell y'all just like this.
Hold on.
Cyfair ISD, I'm finna come dig all in your behind this. I'm coming and I'm letting you know now. And I'm coming like a freight train with extreme prejudice. Because I don't play when it comes dealing with kids. Okay? You thought Barbers Hill ISD was on national news. Get ready because you going to be next, chumps.
Oh my God, Kukui. I'm so scared. And she means it too. All right, friends, you know, like one thing we always advocate is for children. We want our children to be safe when they're at school. A good point was raised. If CPS were to be called on this family, they would take every kid out of this house. What makes them, you know, able to just hit kids at school, man? That's just not even right. Reporting live here in Katy. We're in Katy, right? Kate.